Well, after nearly 5 years in retirement, Philip Rivers makes his return to the NFL as a starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. The 44-year-old grandfather, yes, grandfather, who was actually coaching a high school football team just a couple of weeks ago, made a triumphant return to the field. It was so fun to watch. He nearly led the Colts to win the game against the Seahawks on Sunday, throwing a touchdown pass that made fans go wild. Watch. Yeah, as you can see, a watch party at the high school where Rivers coaches erupted when he threw his first touchdown pass back in the league. So joining us live now is Noah Moss, who was in that crowd as a high school student under Coach Rivers, who just signed as a running back for North Carolina State University. Noah, thank you so much for being with us. Congratulations on accepting that new position there at NC State. You knew Philip Rivers, though, it was a legendary player when he was your coach. But when you heard that coach was called up to suit up again, what did you think?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me on. But I mean, at first I had got a few messages and the rumors of him going to practice with the Colts, and I thought it was just another rumor. I thought that it was just something fake, like one of those fake things you see. But I called Gunner, and it turned out to be true that he was going up there to train, and then. It didn't take long after that for us to be like, he's not just going up there to train, and he's not just going up there to be on the practice squad. So we were all kind of anticipating him to come back.
That's so. What kind of coach is he? I mean, is he tough? What words of wisdom has he told you in practice?
Yes, ma'am. So as a coach, I'd say he's exactly the same as any compilation or video you've seen on the internet. He's the same competitor. He uses the same language. He's the same exact person. No different. He's at the top of that. I'd say he's a competitor. And yeah, in terms of words of wisdom or anything, I'd say his motto, Nunc Chepi, which is that I'm sure anybody who follows him knows that's his thing. It's Latin for begin anew, and that's kind of his thing that he teaches us all. He's instilled it in us pretty well as players and as men in life too, not just football. But it's good to begin anew and wipe away whatever might have just happened, whether it's good, bad. You take it and you get back to the zone, as he likes to call it. But yeah, I'd say Coach Rivers, it's Nunc Chepi. I'd say that's his biggest thing that he's instilled in us.
I want to play some sound we have from yesterday where you talked about the emotions he felt being back in the league and, of course, losing yesterday's game in a post-game press conference. Let's take a look at that.
Grateful. Grateful. Running out for warm-ups and all that, and out there for the anthem, and as the game just got going, I was just thankful, grateful that I was out there, and it was a blast. It was a blast, but obviously the emotions now are disappointment, right? Disappointment. This isn't about me. We got a team that was scrapping like crazy to try to stay alive and get in the postseason. So obviously we're all disappointed.
He actually did really well, even though his team lost. He completed 18 of 27 passes for 120 yards. He had 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 2 sacks. You watched the game with your teammates. What was it like watching your coach do so well?
Yes, ma'am. A lot of my teammates, phrased it pretty well in some of the interviews they did. For us, I'd say it was like we had another teammate going to play an extra game. We were just watching him and cheering him on like he was just one of us. And it was a really special moment for all of us. I think there's not a lot of people that can say that their coach went to go play in the NFL 2 weeks after he coached us in the semifinal game. But that's just a special memory to see him go out there and do something that we know he's loved and missed doing. And I think a crazy stat actually was he's the first person to score a touchdown on the Seattle Seahawks in 3 weeks. So he's been retired for 5 years being a grandpa, and he was the first person to score a touchdown on them in those 3 weeks. So that's pretty impressive, I'd say.
He still got it. And there was some reporting that Coach Rivers actually used some of the same plays at your high school as he ran with the Colts. Can you confirm or deny that? Did you recognize any of the plays there?
Yes, I can confirm that. We run pretty similar of an offense to the Colts. It's probably a little bit more simplified for high schoolers, but it's pretty much the same offense, and it's actually was really cool to recognize some of the concepts they had, especially that was just a really cool thing. And I think that's helpful for us as high school, us running that complex of an offense, not because a lot of high schools just draw stuff in the dirt. but we run real plays. And for those of us guys that are aspiring to go play at the next level, that's something that helps all of us to, get more prepared for a college level offense and stuff like that.
And with a coach like Phillip Rivers there, it's going to be, he's going to take it very seriously, that's for sure. Noah Moss, thank you so much and congratulations to you.